Not at all. Just the losers. Like, just the losers are against winners. No winners. Well, it was even cool the other day. I was just driving, and there was a cop, like, on my street right here, and he was, like, minding the traffic, and he's like, "Hey, Wes." And I look over, and he goes, "Yeah." I know what he was saying, yeah, about.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Guys, we're going to be talking about this whole Wes Watson situation that's unfolded the past couple of weeks, and it just gets crazier and crazier by the day. A lot of people from Bubba Army in the chat, they've reached out to me saying, "Bubba, where you at? Like, we want to hear your opinion about this matter. Like, where you been?" And guys, it's just back to the grind. I'm back to work now, and it's been really busy. The world where I'm in, if you're not capable and ready to go, you don't deserve to be here. You're a chump. So I've been working out hard on the track, running to like barf and lifting all day and just doing hard work, you know, farmer carry, so the arm's gonna come off, but that's just how it is, right, in the world I'm in now. I've been sitting back, I've been watching, I've been listening, because there's been a lot of new details that have come out. Shout out to John Bravo, right? He's the tip of the spear when it comes to reporting about this whole cornball matter, and I wanted to, you know, make a video about this now that pretty much all the details are out. A lot of conspiracy theories have been going around, and you know, I would say I'm somewhat responsible for it. At first, I thought this was staged, and we're going to go more into that. But I've also been hearing some news about some opinions that I'm honestly not a big fan of that are about this whole Wes Watson situation. Actually, I'm a bit let down, to be honest. But we're going to talk all about that, guys. But first, yeah, you already know, we got to get into flow state to watch this video. So guys, if you're ready, be sure to get that popcorn out, that pre-workout, whatever you do, right? And let's get this show on the road.
He comes in, he wants to get a little kick, this asshole. So he kicks him, this little asshole. This is where it gets real bad. So after that, that was 44 punches. Wes kicked him with the soccer kick prior, right? Now he comes with the real soccer kick, reminding me of Vanderlei Silva in
All right, guys, I'm gonna keep it real. After watching that video, that shit does piss me off. It definitely pisses me off on a different level, because Wes Watson and all his alpha male groupies, they're all bullies. They think that they have one-upped and have really stuck it, you know, to the community, that they're the guys that have won. And they've been bragging a lot all over Instagram saying, "Look, that's how we serve the haters," right? Absolutely not, right? And you would be shocked that there are actual fans of this guy. Yeah, there are guys that are insecure and pathetic enough to actually suck on the teat of this guy. They really do. So if you're one of like those Wes Watson fans, fuck you, and go fuck yourself. So that's what I'm going to say to you. You can cope and seethe or whatever in my comment sections, but just know that if you support a cornball like this and try to say, "Oh, it's self-defense. If a man puts his hands on me, he's gonna get," shut the hell up, okay? Guys, when it comes to self-defense, you only do what is necessary. I honestly feel like nowadays that we live in this time where people are like LARPing as a UFC like champion fighter in their heads. Like, they're just LARPing all the time. You know what? You want to be a tough badass? Go enlist in the military. Go do that, okay? And go serve your country, and you know what? Do all that, right? Or actually become a UFC fighter, okay? But all this LARPing that people do in their heads, just shut the hell up about how tough you are, right? And so that's why people like Wes Watson always rub me the worst way, because the toughest, scariest, meanest people I've ever met in my life, they were actually the coolest. They were the coolest, they were the kindest, and they were the most down to earth, right? Well, oh my God, they really could, they really could switch that button on and just unleash, right? But you know, the cornball and all his groupie alpha males that are just like pumped full of TRT because they're a bunch of like midlife crisis guys that are all in like their fourth or fifth divorce, and they have no more purpose in life other than being degraded by the cornball mastermind Wes Watson. They support this guy, right? But But Wes Watson, he has done nothing. He has done nothing to one up the supporter. I mean, he's done nothing to one up the haters. My bad, guys. I do all of these in one take, so sometimes there's an error or two. But I just always try to keep it real, make it authentic. But what was I saying? Yeah, so Wes Watson, right? He really thinks that he won up the community, but he has done nothing other than show his true colors. This is who Wes Watson is. He's a guy that doesn't play fair. He doesn't play by the rules. And you know how he got into prison in the first place? For the same exact situation that played out, where he jumped a guy and brutally beat him. You cannot characterize what happened to this guy in the gym other than a brutal beatdown, right? And it wasn't fair. It wasn't honorable. It wasn't 1v1. There's nothing to brag about. And also, the guy has been characterized as being special, right? So what is there? What honor is there in all of this? This isn't staged, right? John Bravo has made that very clear through the details that this is not staged. So that whole theory that I had about this being fake or whatever, truthfully, in the beginning, it looked fake. I'm not gonna lie. It just looked absolutely ridiculous. It was so like full of shenanigans. And the guy has a rented girl. He lives in a rented mansion. His cars are leased. He's made up all these stories about his life. So the logical conclusion, right, or assumption, I mean, would be that this guy also faked this, right? But John Bravo, right, shout out to him. He has made it clear through one, the footage, second, the fact that there's a police report, right? Like there's actual type of like legal authorities involved in this. Through those details, right, that whole theory is now dismissed, okay? Here on the Bubba YouTube channel, I keep it real. I was wrong, okay? And I'm not afraid to be wrong, but when you're wrong, and you should be a man, right? You should be man enough to admit when you're wrong. So here on the Bubba YouTube channel, that's just how it is. I'm a real man, unlike Wes Watson. So I was wrong, guys. Now, I've kind of talked a lot about this, and now I want to pivot into this. I'm really let down by an opinion of Gunner Collective, right? I watched his video about this Wes Watson thing. I'm gonna play the clip and then we're gonna go into it. But I just want to make this clear before I roll that clip. This is not like me calling out Gunner. This is not me like putting my community against his, right? I have respect for Gunner. He really helped me grow on this platform. He shouted my channel out tons when I was a nobody, right? When I had like 10, like whatever, right? I didn't have much, right? And he shouted me out. He helped me grow. And so part of his community is here too, okay? This is not me calling him out. This is not me putting him on blast. This is me not insulting him or anything. I'm going to play the clip and then I'm going to explain my reasoning why I disagree. I don't have social media or any of that shit, so I can't reach out to these people. I sometimes chill in their streams, but I've been really busy. So I'm going to roll the clip and let's go from there.
And, you know, he reached out to whoever he had to reach out to get some footage, to get the full footage of the alleged, and I want to say alleged with the capital A, right? The alleged Wes Watson incident. And, you know, as a content creator, we love entertaining people. And we've come to realize as content creators that drama, injustices, a whole lot of bullshit is what people like to see. You know, it's kind of like hood news, where you have the world news that's going on, man, and you're seeing the big things. Content creation is more aimed and geared towards the personal or the streets. Now, when it comes to Wes Watson, I've made several videos. Other people have made several videos just clowning, entertaining, having a good time, you know, dissecting the character of Wes Watson and all the bullshit and the funny shenanigans he's done as far as sticking his elbow in his asshole and all these different crevice things that he does, hanging around with the Sharmuta cartel. All that's fine and dandy. All that's cool. But this incident that Wes Watson allegedly has been involved in the gym, this gym attack or whatever, it's going a little too far now. It's going a little too far, and I'm going to take my horse up out of that race. And there's a reason why. You see, for many years, I lived the street life. I was a gang member. I was involved. Now, I've changed my life. I've taken a step back from that. But some of the things that I learned along the way still stick with me. And I still have morals about myself, right? And so when I see a situation where a man could possibly be incarcerated, I don't wish that upon anyone. And it's actually looking that way, right? With some of the footage that's been dropped lately, it's aimed and geared more towards trying to cancel this guy out as far as getting him locked up. Now, I don't care about his money situation. It's funny when we do content. talking about, you know, how he's manipulating people into believing he's something that he's not. And I'm speaking on Wes Watson. That's cool. That's cool. Fuck him, right? Because he's not that. You know, he is not him. He is her. But when it comes to trying to get this man locked up, that's where I have to draw the line. And I have to say, you know, whether that man is guilty or innocent in that gym incident, that's not for me to speak on myself. Now, other content creators, John Bravo, shout out to everyone else, man, that's doing their thing, their investigative reporting. I am not an investigative reporter, not at all. I'm not a reporter, period. I'm not trying to report nothing other than the fact that, you know, when I first seen this incident, I said, oh, shit, look, Wes Watson, someone ran up on him in the gym. Aha, that's what he gets for acting like a dumbass and calling people out. And then once the footage started to roll in, and now it's rolling in the full package, you know, it comes to a point where it's just a little too violent. It's a little too vicious. It's a little too much to watch for me. And it's a situation where I don't want to be involved in helping the authorities in any type of way, you know, get this man locked up. Does Wes Watson deserve to be locked up? That's up for your interpretation. I don't want to see no man locked up unless he's a weirdo, you know.
All right, guys, I know that was a long clip, a little over 2 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes, but I wanted to play the entirety, right? So that there's no accusation. I'm not going to say that Gunner is going to accuse me, but, you know, like maybe some random person or whatever. I don't want anybody to accuse me of splicing up footage, of taking things out of context, right? That was a pretty lengthy clip. I feel like we have Gunner's thoughts about the situation, right? You're welcome to go and check out his video on his channel, right? If you want to watch the entire thing. I think it's like 20 minutes long, but I think that 2 or 3 minutes is the most important part of Gunner's argument in relation to this whole Wes Watson situation, right? And I want to say this right directly to Gunner because we watch each other's videos, right? I want to be clear with this. I'm not calling you out. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not going to name call you anything. This is what I'm going to say, right? I don't understand why you would demonstrate loyalty to Wes Watson when he would throw you and your entire family under a bus going 10,000 miles per hour. This guy doesn't care about anybody, okay? And I understand, Gunner, that you were from the streets, and I think that's really cool that you've turned your channel into like a testimony of like how to be a better man and so on. And it shows, right? You have a great community. It's a really large community. And I think what you're doing is really great. It's just when it comes to this whole Wes Watson thing, right? It's you, it's Dubs, it's John Bravo, it's Mac Truck, and it's all of our communities, you know, like teamed up to gadoosh on these alpha males. And I really hate to see it because your community disagrees with you. As you can see on the screen right here, a lot of people are let down by that. Listen, if Wes Watson does the crime, he deserves to do the time. As simple as that. And that's what's amazing, right, about this whole thing. You hold your own destiny in your hand, okay? You can decide to make something of your life, right? Or you can decide to throw it away. And nobody is responsible for that other than you, right? I'm not saying like you're committing crime. I'm saying like, I'm just using, you know, this whole metaphor, right? You as being whatever person, right? And Wes Watson, he doesn't deserve that loyalty. He doesn't deserve you, you know, I don't know, in a way, kind of defending him. I don't know if defend is the right word, right? I'll have to think about that, but he just doesn't deserve that. And I hate to see it because, Gunner, you do a lot of awesome work. And I just honestly feel let down, man, because you're part of the front line against these alpha males, against Wes Watson. And this guy would show no loyalty to you, man. He would get rid of you in a second. He doesn't care about you, right? I get like you want to demonstrate, like you would demonstrate loyalty to your friends, right? And I get that, right? Like ride or die with your friends till the end of the world, right? Okay, and I understand that mindset. But to a cornball like Wes Watson, man, this guy's a joke. This guy's everything what not to be. He is a criminal. right? I'm not going to say alleged. He did do this. We have the footage. We have everything. It's just so obvious on the footage, right? This is not a he said, she said situation. And if that was the case, then I'd be like, oh, okay, right? Like, you know, I'm going to have my distance, right? But this is so obvious. It's so clear, cut, and dry as to what we should label Wes Watson. And that is an insufferable criminal. That is who Wes Watson is. And he's going to eventually get his, right? By the court system. I'm telling you, Wes Watson, he's going to get his by the court. And there's no one better to do it than Lady Justice herself. So, Gunner, I know you're gonna watch this video. Hopefully you don't take anything I said as like me, I don't know, like turning my back or being a backstabber or whatever the word is, right? That's definitely not it. This is a fluid conversation. This is a two-way street, right? This is not like, oh, Gunner is a horrible human being, right? This is just me lamenting an opinion that I personally think you got wrong on. And maybe after watching this and maybe thinking about the fact that Wes Watson would literally throw you and your family under a bus, I think maybe you'll reconsider. So look forward to hearing from you in the comment section or a live stream, right? But guys, that's going to be the video. I know it was kind of a long one, maybe not the most exciting thing with different footages or whatever. But I always keep it real with the Bubba Army. If I don't keep it real, then I'm nobody, right? My father always said that if you don't keep your word, then you're nothing. The only thing you have to live by is your word. So the standard here on the Bubba YouTube channel. It's honesty, transparency, and just keeping it real, you know? And sometimes that puts us in an awkward situation, maybe kind of like with this, me playing the clip of Gunner and disagreeing with him and so on and so on. But that's just how it has to be, you know? I can't have biases for people. I have to always be honest. So guys, if you enjoyed the video and you want others to see it, then please be sure to like it, man. It really means the world to me about the engagement you guys have on this channel. You guys always comment. You guys do an amazing job. And yeah, if you liked it, just like, subscribe, comment. You know what to do. I don't need to tell you guys what to do. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys later. And I look forward to hearing from you in a future video or a live stream, right? So peace out, guys. Have a great night.